Hi, it's Chicken Bone John here with just a couple of new guitars. I'll try and be brief, but I'll probably ramble on. A couple of new 3-string guitars. I've got one here built on an Arturo Fuente box and another here on a lovely San Cristobal. Both of these are, I think, Nicaraguan boxes. Single piece neck. This one is birch with mahogany fretboard. It's got a mahogany lamination and birch in the heel. This one... Again, this one's got a walnut fretboard. The heel's laminated up in the same material, in this light mahogany. Nice rounded neck. This one has got the medium frets. The other one's got the jumbo frets. They're Van Gent Dutch. I'll just play a little bit. This is absolutely clean through my tiny little Roland 3-watter. There's no effects, no distortion or anything on this. What to watch out for, if you've seen people demonstrating guitars, they'll overlook, quite often they'll put loads of slapback, echo, distortion and goodness knows what, and you're listening to the amp, not the guitar. This is just the guitar with not even any reverb or anything. That's played clean. If I had a little distortion, so you can I think the battery's going a little bit on there, but okay, so there you go. Just turn that back to regular. So just a little bit about these guitars. Apart from the neck and the box, but these are pretty much the same spec. This has got a they both got single coil pickups. This has got a BC Rich pickup, which is, I think, a little bit fatter and warmer than the other one. Kluson style, not genuine Kluson onyx buttoned tuners, but pretty decent quality. As I say, Dutch Van Gent fret wire. The electrics in here are alpha pots with the proper Sprague orange drop tone capacitors. So I don't mess around with cheap components. You got a Neutrik or Switchcraft jacks. I think I'm just looking to see what I've got. I think they're Switchcraft I've got in at the moment. Again, I don't go for the cheapo Chinese ones. It's properly put together. You know, the neck's properly profiled. The heel is, oops, get that in camera, nice and smooth. It's not looked like it's been made with a knife and fork. It's properly playable. You can't see the glue joints. They're nice and tight. Position dot markers on the face and on the top edge. So the neck is the neck through construction, the old-timey construction, with just little pop rivets as the string ferrules. The strings are grounded to those, and then it's grounded through the bolt. The action is a little bit higher than you'd set up a regular guitar, but not enormously high. I like to give people a bit of height so they're not clattering the slide on the frets, but low enough. And if you look the way this is set out, if you can catch that on the camera, we've got pretty low action here. It's not enormously high. Higher than a regular guitar, it may be a millimetre. But it means it's just high enough so you can plug that in. But that's acoustically how it's going to sound. So plenty loud enough to noodle with at home. So I like to set it up so you can play slide, but also you can play bar chords nice and easily, partial chords, and then just really easy doing that sort of walking bass that Jimmy the neck very easily. The action's really important, and as I say, although it's got just a machine screw for the nut, it's set in really accurately as regards the intonation, because these are cut, fret slots are cut on with a CNC jig on my table saw, and that's dropped in bang on accurate, so the centre line of the nut is exactly where the start of the scale should be, and the height is also set, it's regulated by the way that slot's cut, so you get a nice low action, as I say, a tiny bit higher than a regular acoustic or electric guitar, but not so stupidly high that you cannot fret it. These guitars are great for slide, but they are not just for slide. A lot of the beauty is because you've got this open tuning, you can do this really simple. And you can find some great little it's very difficult to do that on a fretless guitar, and certainly virtually impossible to do on one where the action is high. Okie doke, so I'll leave that with you. These are about numbers, they're in the 500s now. That's number 540, and I've built probably well over 1,000 simple fretless guitars in my workshop. So if you're buying a Chicken Bone John guitar, they aren't the cheapest, they're not the most expensive either, but for the money you pay, I really do believe these are the best instruments you can buy. Hundreds of satisfied customers and professional players as well, not just sort of home and hobby players, so they are professional standard. And for the money, you're getting a handmade instrument made in the UK, responsibly sourced materials, and I'm trying to buy everything as close to where I live as I can. I mean, obviously some stuff has to be imported, but as I say, with stuff like the electrics, fret wire and so forth, if you can source it from the EU, then that's what I do. I don't go to the lowest of the low in terms of just no-name cheap Chinese parts suppliers. Okie doke, bye for now.